Hello everyone, welcome back to another evening of Garden in the Delta. I'm out here on the back porch again where the sun's going to be going down by another hour or two. The sun's heading toward the front of the house, so it's a little bit cooler back here. Not much, but a teensy bit. Before we begin, I want everybody to hit like and subscribe and get away bug, mosquitoes. Like and subscribe and share. We're going to finish up planting this huge pot here that I just came home with today from Lowe's. I got a few more of these other pots elsewhere. They are frost free. They have drain holes, so it's that Claude hopefully got out for me. Post them out with a screwdriver and hammer. Down below, if I forget, there'll be links to my other channels, which is Cooking with MARYSUE, my weekend recipe. COOKIN Knickknacks, my resale channel. Brother Claude Reflects, that's his channel. And it'll be linked to my eBay store, and I'll mention my book down there. Miss Awesome Adventures of Miss Kitty and her Woodland Friends. Miss Kitty's in the garage right now. She's not out here with us because it was raining just a little while ago. So when it rains and the weather's bad, we still go in the garage. She's happy in there. She's got a little bed in there and all the food she wants. Okay, today I'm putting perennials. The three I'm going to put in this pot are all perennial. So hopefully they'll come out next year. And if this gets bigger, we'll wind up putting this in the ground later. But this, look how unusual this is. That twisted root. I thought that was so pretty where it twists around like that. This is called, see the gorgeous bloom at the top? Isn't that beautiful right there? Look at that. That is a Black Beauty Tiger Lily. They like partial sun, partial shade. Well, I'm going to put it in a spot where it will get a little of both, sun and shade. So it should be happy there, I hope. And I'm going to put also on the pot this little Caladium, which likes shade also. Now this is annual, so it probably won't come back next year. But he'll be pretty while he's here with us. And here's another perennial. This is called Fire Alarm. And this is in the Corabells family. I love Corabells. This one doesn't get all that big. It says it gets about 9 inches tall, so it might get a little bit bigger, but not much. We have some other Corabells that are quite bigger than this one. They're really gorgeous. I like growing Corabells. They're pretty easy to grow. Yesterday we taped a video. Claude was using fungicide and brush killer, killing a lot of unwanted stuff, growth under the magnolia trees. And we got toward the end of the video, and it was the end of the video. Before I knew it, the camera decided to cut off. He had one more tip about poison ivy to give you. I'll let him do that while I do this for a minute.
Okay, if you watched the video, you saw that I gave you hints. If you accidentally touched poison ivy, and I don't think anybody would be dumb enough to touch poison ivy on purpose, but if you do come in contact with it, immediately wash the area with Clorox, bleach. I'm watching the roots on the plant.
Beautiful.
Wash it with bleach and also take a Benadryl. Now, you may have to repeat this process about twice a day. Take a Benadryl twice a day and wash the area with Clorox for a couple of days. And you should be pretty safe from a breakout or a rash with it. Now, I'm no doctor. This is just a home remedy. So if you break out with a rash, you may have to go with the old calamine lotion type stuff and hurt for 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now, we're watching her plant her.
Now the root system
here.
on this, darn it, Caladium? Yeah. The root system on this is a little bit shorter. It's got a nice root system though, but it's shorter than this. I've got to put more dirt to make it up a little bit higher to the edge. It was gonna be buried too low on the pot.
You actually have
Yeah,
three
I see that.
plants there.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll leave them together for now. Divide them up later maybe, just because they are doing so well. I hate to disturb them. If they're happy, I'll just leave them like they are for now. They will spread out nice. That may be high enough for that one. This is a good spot here. Got one more bud up here. I'm going to open in a few more days. Getting this Corabell out. I love the dark red color like a burgundy on this Corabell. Corabells come in all different colors, from light green to dark green to purple to I think silver green cover, silver green colorish tint, and it's pretty like a hot pink sort of.
They do bloom,
Mm-hmm.
but the bloom is really tiny and insignificant. The true beauty of them is the color of their foliage.
Yes, it's one of the few plants that comes in all different shades, all different colors, and sometimes different shapes too. Now you notice over here, this one's dying. I'm going to pull this one off. These here got a little scorched. This has been sitting out in the driveway and it's gotten a little bit too much of the afternoon hot sun. When it gets too much of the hot sun, it will scorch a little bit. But overall, the plant's still in good health. I'm going to put it in the shade so it will pop back up and be pretty again. I think I got all those out in the right spot position. Now I'm just going to fill it in with more dirt. My sister said the other day she didn't know I loved to plant so much. I said, yeah, I've loved playing with flowers for years. That's one of the fun hobbies and joys that I enjoy with my husband. We both love to fool around with flowers and plants. Now, if you ask him to go plant some vegetables or a garden, forget it. He is not going to plant vegetables.
I did that back when I was going to school. I helped buy my clothes for school by having a vegetable garden. When other kids were playing ball and so forth after school, I'd have to rush home from school and get out and work in my garden. I had a bicycle that had a basket on it, and I would load up vegetables like squash and tomatoes, whatever else that I had, carrots, and I would ride the bicycle down 2 miles to a grocery store in town, and they would buy my vegetables from me, give me 15 cents, 25 cents, or whatever. And so, since I've grown, I just don't care for that.
Now, when it's so easy, you just go to Walmart and Kroger and pick up a tomato and buy it there.
When we moved down here, a woman said, "Oh, I bet you have a big garden, won't you?" And I said, "No, I bet you I won't."
A lot of my friends thought we would.
If you can't get it at Kroger and Walmart, I didn't want to eat it in the first place.
Yeah. A little bit more around the edges.
Now, that's not to discourage you if you like to grow plants to eat, as I mentioned, and others, beans, so forth. Have at it.
A lot of people love growing a garden, their own food, their own garden and stuff.
Oh, my mother loved to grow vegetables.
Especially tomatoes.
Yeah.
She loved growing tomatoes. She loved to get you to grow tomatoes.
She provided tomatoes for everybody in her neighborhood. And she ate tomato sandwiches so much she developed a rash. She went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "You've got to stop eating so many tomatoes."
Too much acid. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Too much acid. I'm a city girl. I grew up growing my vegetables in a can. I go to the store and get them in a can. Canned greens, canned peas, canned beans. Okay, that's enough for now, I think. Enough dirt. Now, where is my marigold grow? Here it is. I gotta make some more of this up. This marigold blue water.
That's your own brew.
That's just a dab. I'll make some more later. This is a concentrate I fix up from Marigold Grow Quick Start here. I put it on all my plants when I transplant something like this. Just give it a little good boost. And I add water to it. Now my tags. I like to save my tags if I can. Put them in here so I can look at them later and kind of remember what needs what care. What a particular name is. There's that one.
Look at your coleus. It was wilted today.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
You
rain.
know, we
helped
had
it
a
lot.
rain and it perked it up.
We weren't supposed to get any rain. We had 15% chance of rain, so we thought we wouldn't get any rain. So I watered everything this morning, and by noon, that Impatiens was drooping. Patience needs a lot of water, so I watered it some more, and then it started raining.
That's why they call them impatient.
Yeah,
They're impatient.
they do need a lot of rain. I mean, a lot of water. Okay. That's gonna be a beautiful combination, I think. It's gorgeous. We'll pause here while I set this someplace special.
Let me step back and get a picture of the total, if I can.
Okay, let me check.
Okay, pausing now.
This is where we're going to place that big pot now. See, he's got this tree over it, big giant yew tree. Claude said that's the biggest yew trees he's ever seen. We got two of them and about 30 feet tall. Yews usually don't grow that tall. But we're going to place it right there. It gets dapple sun, dapple shade, a little each. They should be happy here. We've got a lot of roses going through here. They're not in bloom. Well, I do have one yellow bloom right there. Started to open back up. There's a peony down there growing, which is not in bloom yet. Claude went to get some boots on so he can put this over there. We got a lot of mondo through here. That's it. We have it situated right in place. It fits on that bench just nice. Hopefully it should be too heavy to not blow over in the wind. We'll find out. So that's a tiger lily, corbel, and we think caladium. There's our little girl there, forever watching. Okay, like I said, we got lots of mondo here. And this gorgeous little vine here. We got lots of vinca going through this mondo. It's gorgeous. In early springtime, it gets these little purple flowers all over it. And it's beautiful. It's in bloom. There's a gorgeous new little plant. Well, got my artwork here at the crafts fair a few years ago down in Canton, Mississippi. These are really pretty when the wind blows. Hey, well, we'll call it a wrap for now. I'll be back tomorrow with another video of something that we're doing around here. We're always doing something around here. Our little summer crush hydrangea is doing very well here. It's got a new cluster right back here starting. Yep, new little cluster. One's starting to die out and a new one's coming in. It's got a lot of new growth on it, new foliage. It's very happy in its little spot. Once the plant's happy, I'll just leave it alone. Well, bye for now. God bless everyone and happy gardening.